going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Happy Friday. We made it, end of the week. All right. I've got a good one for you. This is Judge Garcia's courtroom out of San Antonio, Texas, but Judge Garcia is off today. We have a pro tem judge who quite possibly could be David Letterman. I'm telling you, until I see him in the same room, I'm going to call this Judge Letterman because he kind of looks like him. You're going to think so too. All right, this is a really interesting case. You're going to have to pay attention. I'll try to break it down to the best of my ability. I am not a lawyer, though, so a lot of my things are just what I've learned from watching court. So, we can figure it out together. But before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
$510. And is there any subsidy, any government subsidy? No. And so what is it that you're asking of the court this morning?
3 months of rent.
3 months of rent, give me a total.
$1,530
And that is for which months?
for July, August, September.
So do you disagree, you're behind in 3 months?
I cannot pay him the rent for specific reasons. I have not paid him the rent, but I cannot pay him for very specific reasons.
Which are?
Do you want to tell him?
No, you can tell me.
So, sir, I am a travel nurse. I've been living there since I was in school, graduated, started working during the pandemic, traveling. I've been traveling during the pandemic. Specifically, the reason why I stopped paying him rent is because he forged documents and converted the title to my car to his name. When I found out, I asked him. He never told me about this, so I'm still paying him rent for a good while. I'm currently investigating it right now. I had to, I'm doing a title history. I had to petition Austin, but he had been asking me to sell my car to him. I told him no, the car is not for sale. But he forged documents claiming the car was abandoned, and now I can't. That my car that I parked on the property because I live there is now in his name.
Okay. I can't address that issue.
No, well,
What I
that's
do is rule whether or not you pay rent, who has the superior right to immediate possession.
so then also
So you have recourse in a different court,
yes.
and you may want to seek counsel for that. But for today's purposes, I'm ruling in favor.
Well, no, it's a couple more things. He doesn't maintain the place. There's no hot water. He goes into the premises, takes things out of the room. He does that repeatedly to the point where I've asked him. I have pictures and it shows my stuff moved all over the place. So he takes it upon himself to enter the premises.
Okay.
Never tells me about it.
And you have recourse for that.
I understand.
Separate lawsuit that's not before me today, so.
So yes, that's fine.
If you choose to pursue that, talk to an attorney, and you have every right to pursue your rights.
Yes, that's fine. And that's what I'm currently. I have an attorney now. But I do want to say that with this, he did not give proper notice of this. It was never posted. because you have to post it. If it wasn't for, I walked in there about 3 weeks ago and saw the eviction on the table, I wouldn't have known about it. So you didn't get proper notice with this. So it's not that I can't pay him rent, I can't afford the
Well,
rent.
that issue I can address,
Yeah.
okay?
All right. So we got kind of the idea of what's going on. Landlord stole dude's car. They're going to get into a little bit more of the details of what happened, but it's kind of a crazy story. And I don't know how this works. And I don't want to bring up the facts of this before they mention them, because I'm going to pause it again. I'm going to see if you guys understand how this works, because I feel like the landlord was in his, no, okay, not doing it, but landlord breaking into the apartment, not good. You can't do that. And he's never home. And the landlord just goes in and puts the eviction notice on his table. Again, you can't do that. Again, Judge Letterman's going to address this here in a second.
Because the notice to vacate has to be delivered in a certain way under the law. If it's not delivered in a particular way, then it's a defense. So how was the notice to vacate delivered?
It was posted on the door, sir. And I also texted him.
It was posted on the door and
I texted him too.
you texted him.
Yes, I messaged him.
Can you show proof?
Wait, let me finish. Texting doesn't count.
Okay, I posted on his door, sir.
You post on the inside of the door or the outside?
Outside.
And when you post it on the outside, you put it in an envelope and write on the envelope, important document.
Yeah, I said, you notice of eviction.
What?
Notice of eviction, date in his door.
I know, I'm asking you a specific question.
Yes, sir.
Did you put the notice in an envelope,
Yes.
attach it to the outside of the door, and on the envelope, write the important document in large letters?
Yes, sir.
And put his name?
I put his name, yes, sir.
And
Among
address
this.
on the outside of the envelope?
Yes, sir.
And did you mail it before 5 o'clock on the same day you posted it in the county in which the property is located?
I went there myself, sir, to post it.
But you didn't mail it before 5 o'clock. Because if you post it on the outside of the door,
Yes,
you're still required to mail it by 5 o'clock that same day in the county in which the property is located.
2 ways, sir. Yes, sir. I mailed it, I posted on the door. Posted 2 ways, sir. And I have evidence, I mailed it.
Anyone else think he's lying? He just said, did you mail it? And then his response back to, I went there personally. He's like, oh, you have to mail it as well. Oh, yeah, I did mail it. Yeah, I don't believe a word this guy's saying. This guy seems a little sketchy.
The address, and I posted on the door.
In the petition, you say that you posted it on the door and there was a phone call.
Yes, I called him too. I talked to him on a constant basis, sir.
Okay, do you have any evidence to show that you mailed it?
I do not have evidence that I mailed it. But he's not in the house. He only comes to the house maybe once every 6 months because he is a traveling nurse.
Mhm.
So I wasn't sure if he got it or not, so that's why I had to call him.
Okay. Did you,
May I speak? Your Honor, this has been an issue as far as we noticed from the vehicle to, him entering the premise. He does not text me. He does not call me and let me know. I find out about this after the fact. The actual petition was on the kitchen table. Had I not walked in and,
I'm not talking about the petition.
yes,
The petition is served by the council.
yes,
Okay.
no, well, that's how I found out. There was no notice.
I'm talking about the notice to vacate. Did you find the notice to vacate attached to your?
There is no, there's absolutely, if I go there now, I'll look for, there's absolutely no notice to vacate. We got in an argument over the phone when I told him I would no longer pay him rent because he needs to turn over the documents to my vehicle. So that's when, we got an argument over that, but he never, sent a notice to vacate. He never, I mean, I can show you text messages We can go through phone records. He never reached out to me about this.
Okay. I've heard conflicting testimony, but sir, today is your day in court.
Yes, sir.
And you have to bring all your evidence and all your proof.
Yes, sir.
And as to the notice to vacate, I'm gonna find that it wasn't proper. I don't know that you actually mailed it. He never received it. His testimony is he never received it.
I have, he lives with roommates there. They have confirmed that they got the mail. They noticed them,
They're not here to tell me that.
right?
And you're telling me
But
it's hearsay.
I could get a notary to confirm what they said, that they got the mail.
A notarized statement is still hearsay because he can't cross-examine a notary.
Okay,
If you want some witness to come in and testify, then you can cross-examine. I'll go with that, but,
okay,
today's the day,
okay,
okay? So given everything that I've heard, I'm gonna enter a take nothing judgment, and you're gonna have to start over. And you're gonna have to, serve the notice to vacate pursuant to Texas Property Code Section 24. And it's very specific. There are specific ways to deliver the notice or it doesn't count.
by mail.
You can do it by mail.
Uh-huh.
You can hand deliver it, but then you have to come testify that you physically handed it to him.
But he's not
Or you
here.
can post it on the inside of the door, or you can post it on the outside of the door, but then you have to jump through all those hoops and still mail it. So, and given everything that's happened, I'm gonna take nothing judgment, you're gonna start over.
Okay, because I didn't know it. Okay.
Let me say something. I'm the longest tenant on that premises. I've been there since 2019. I've always paid him faithfully, even though, yes, he's right. I'm barely there because I don't even work in Texas anymore. I'm barely there.
Well, there's no law that says you have to be there.
Exactly.
Right, so you want, I don't know why you want to keep talking.
Because there are other issues that need to be,
And I can't entertain any other issues.
okay, that's
When
fine.
this one I dealt with, I decided, and that disposes of this case, you have 5 days. You have 5 days to appeal if you choose to. Either side can appeal.
All right. So that's pretty much the end of the case. I don't know why I thought they talked about the car more. I think in my head I had this conversation. So I was talking to Heather about it, and we had a longer conversation than they had in the court, apparently. So I don't know if I was just misremembering details or what. But the car, he wanted to buy the car. The guy said no, and all of a sudden, he somehow forged his documents to get the car put in his name. That he's gonna get a lot of trouble for that. He is gonna get a lot of trouble for that. And also, the judge nailed it. Like, why does he still want to live there? He doesn't even work in Texas anymore. I mean, he could think of San Antonio as his home. Sure. You don't need to be paying rent though. Go closer where you work. But I don't know. He obviously travels a lot for work, so maybe he never lives in the same place more than for a couple weeks. So, it is nice to have a solid address. Anyways, that's it. This was a weird one. I told you. I'm glad Judge Letterman threw this out. Okay, his name is not Judge Letterman. He still looks like David Letterman to me with the big beard and again, until I see him in the same room together, I'm going to assume that this is David Letterman's next kid. He's going to be a traveling judge. All right. I'm going to stop rambling. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I don't know if I'm going to be going live tomorrow night. I might, but Heather does go back home tomorrow. So I'm not going to have a video out tomorrow morning, most likely, but I will try to go live tomorrow night. We'll see. But I will definitely be back Sunday. All right. Now I'm definitely finished. You guys have a great rest of your evening. If you haven't done it already, please hit that like button. Until next time, bye.
Good luck, gentlemen. Reserve County Valley versus,